like me.
In the sunlight of the French Riviera, there's a little paradise that has barely changed in the past 100 years. La Ciotat, with its fishing port and seafront, but also, and more importantly, its cinema, the Eden Theater. A legendary place for a very good reason. It's the oldest cinema in the world. It was here, in 1895, that an audience witnessed the first ever projection of moving pictures. These ones, the mythical arrival of a train at La Ciotat. 130 years later, Michel Cornille is the keeper of this moment in history.
On that night in 1895, pictures moved. The people present were astonished and filled with all kinds of emotions, from fear, which was perhaps exaggerated, to outright pleasure and amusement.
Behind this miracle were the Lumière brothers, Auguste and Louis, and their machine, the cinematograph, an invention of genius.
It's a box that weighs 5 kilos, originally just in wood before they added metal parts. The advantage of this box was it could both film and then project the film sequence. And projecting the sequences onto a screen meant that a large number of people could share the same emotions, laughs and sighs.
The waterer watered. Childish quarrel. Arrival of a train. The first films in motion picture history were both shot and projected in La Ciotat. And the reason this corner of the Riviera became the cradle of filmmaking is because the Lumières would come from Lyon to spend all their summers here. They owned a house in the Clos des Plages district, where they put their cinematograph through its paces. Short home movies that they one day decided to show to their neighbors, who included Raoul and Adelaide Gallo, the owners of the Eden Theater and the great-grandparents of Marie-Laure.
At the end of summer 1895, on the 21st of September, Antoine Lumière invited all of his staff and 100 or so people from La Ciotat to the theatre for an evening. They all thought they were going to be looking at photos, as the Lumière family had already made a number of photographic inventions. They suddenly realized that these photos were moving.
A discovery that would change the course of the Eden Theater's history. The place earned nationwide renown, but not just as a cinema.
There were boxing matches and lots of variety shows. Famous entertainers like Edith Piaf, Yves Montand and Fernandel, to name but 3, gave some of their first performances at the Eden.
Having become famous, the theater was even used for TV talent shows in the 1950s.
There was something at the time which has disappeared today, the use of a hook during the talent show. When the audience didn't like a singer's performance and started booing, a hook would appear from the wings and pull the unfortunate singer off stage. And that was a great popular success.
More than a theater, the Eden is a genuine cultural heritage monument. But it almost disappeared forever. It all happened on a night in December 1982, when the cinema manager was shot dead during a holdup.
Some thugs burst in and wanted to make off with the takings. The manager put up a fight and they shot him. The tragedy resulted in the Eden being shut down for 30 years.
Abandoned, the theater was purchased by the town hall and was listed as a historical monument. But the screen remained black, nobody wanted to take over the business, and the Eden fell into disrepair. A local group and a number of film stars like Claudia Cardinal took action to save it.
We have to save it. It's so authentic, the seats, everything. It's extraordinary. We can't forget this place. It's the oldest cinema in the world.
The efforts of an entire community finally paid off, and in 2013, the cinema was renovated. It reopened its doors to the public with a grand inauguration ceremony.
Can I see your tickets, please?
The cinema has come back to life, showing mainly art house films. The group Les Lumières de l'Éden manages the theater and also offers visits between showings on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
It's magical. It fills me with so many emotions. Anyone can film things with a smartphone, so we don't realize how much hard work and invention had gone before.
Since reopening, audience numbers continue to rise. Now, every year, 27,000 people come to watch a film in La Ciotat, in the oldest cinema in the world.